Hey friends, Jack Ingram here. Welcome to another edition of the Texas Music Scene. I'm coming to you from the beautiful Galveston Island, where the vibes are as lively as the music scene. We're your go-to source for all things independent, songwriter-driven roots music, and we've got an incredible lineup ready for y'all. We're here at Saengerfest Park, where they often activate this area with live music on the weekends. First up, our old buddy Jason Eady's back with a groove-filled live performance of Mile Over 45. Next, we're excited to bring you Jade Marie Patek as she performs Dancing with the Devil during the 2023 Trail of Lights at Zilker Park. Darby Sparkman performs Ride Alone off of Darling of the Dust in a stripped-down session as part of our Acoustic Songwriter Series. And we wrap it up with John Baumann showcasing his tune South Texas Tradition, filmed live at the Grand 1894 Opera House in Galveston, Texas. And that's all coming up on a fully loaded Texas music scene. It's not too much. You can handle it. Let's go. Now here's Jason Eady performing Mile Over 45 live on the Texas Music Scene stage during the Austin Trail of Lights. This performance is a true testament to Jason's songwriting and vocal chops. It's also a highlight staple from his album, Mississippi.
Mile Over 45 is a song that I wrote with Adam Hood. I knew when I was writing this record I wanted to write something in Clarksdale because Clarksdale's home of the Delta Blues. On my way, I called Adam, asked if he wanted to meet me, and he said yeah. And we met up in Clarksdale and we hung out. We wrote about 4 songs in this one night. Mile Over 45 was the first one we wrote, and I love it. It sounds very Mississippi Delta to me, so I love the song. When I moved to Texas and started playing music, I was kind of an outsider. I was from Mississippi and was starting to play music here, and most of the people that I was seeing were all from here, you know. And one day I came to a show here in Austin, and it was at a place called La Zona Rosa, and I was just getting started, and I heard this voice coming out of this songwriter round on stage, and it sounded so familiar, even though I'd never heard of him before. It was Adam Hood, but I recognized that sound, you know, and he's from Opelika, Alabama, which is about 5 hours where I grew up from. And I knew immediately when I heard that, I said, I got to find this guy. And so we met up that night, started talking, and we've been friends ever since, yeah.
We're gonna strip it down here just a little bit and do this song. I wrote with my buddy Adam Hood. We wrote this in Clarksdale, Mississippi, and we went there on a mission to write a Delta Blues sounding song, a song that we wanted to go up there and get influenced by the sound up there. And so we sat down a little Airbnb right on the river there and wrote this song. Gave half my life to the sawmill. I gave half my hand to the blade, and that's all that I have to show for every penny he ever made. 'Cause Mr. Abrams can do what he wants to. It's a long stretch of highway, but you better not take your paycheck for freedom, 'cause that's when the two worlds collide. 'Cause Mr. Abrams can do what he wants to, but I may not come out alive. It's a long stretch of highway, but you better not go a mile over 45. Each morning I stare down these crossroads and count all the steps to the line. It don't take long to come to my senses and put those thoughts out of my mind. 'Cause Mr. Abrams can do what he wants to, but I may not come out alive. It's a long stretch of highway, but you better not go a mile over 45. A mile over 45. Thank you.
Welcome back to the Texas music scene. Jade Marie Patek caught our attention at the Music Fest at Steamboat's tribute to Cody Canada when she performed Dead Man. We've been fans ever since. She's become a fixture of the New Braunfels pocket of the Texas music scene. And here she is with a story and performance of Dancing with the Devil. Take it away, Jade.
We're gonna do a song for you called Dancing with the Devil. I wrote that with my good friend Dustin Schaefer from Shane Smith and the Saints. We actually grew up down the road from each other. Been friends for about 10 years now. Over COVID, I think we wrote it via FaceTime. And it's this, the line I had for a very long time is, you can't keep dancing with the devil and wonder why you're still in hell. His lead guitar playing brain just turned it into what it is, a complete rock song. I love it. It's one of our favorite ones that he and I have ever written and recorded. So he's on it too. Yeah, it's one of my top stream songs and definitely one of my favorites to play. It's a little rock and roll tune I wrote with my good buddy Dustin Schaefer from Shane Smith and the Saints. This one's called Dancing with the Devil. Clock says 4:57, my mind's on scotch and gin. Leaving this place, high stepping, got my whole paycheck to spend. Cycles just as vicious, I'm lost in lies I tell. I ain't superstitious, but I pray to God himself. Liquor's got me lost in shiny spell. Can't keep dancing with the devil and wonder why you're still in hell. Good love for a lonely one-night stand. All I gave wasn't enough, so you turn around and ran. I thought that it was worth it, got what you deserve. Crawling back and hurting, yeah, you got a lot of nerve. But I ain't buying what you're trying to sell. Can't keep dancing with the devil and wonder why you're still in hell. Keep lying, keep go ahead, level.
devil and wonder why you're still in hell. Silver spoon. Johnny's gonna build him a rocket and fly it all the way to the moon. Johnny don't care about the ocean. He's gonna cut down all the trees. As long as his plan's in motion, he don't care about you or me. He sold his soul to buy the wishing well. Can't keep dancing with the devil and wonder why you're still in hell. Devil and wonder why you're still in hell. Can't keep dancing with the devil and wonder why you're still in hell. Yeah. Thank y'all so much.
Now let's take a moment for a fresh voice on the scene, Darby Sparkman. As part of our ongoing Acoustic Songwriter Series, Darby showcases her lyrical skill with a section from her multi-part musical movement called Darling of the Dust.
So in my record that is about to come out in the end of 2024, and then we're going to tour it through 2025, it's called The Darling of the Dust. The whole record is just one long song, and then every track is a perspective of somebody else in the story. I'm going to play the second song off that soundtrack. It's called Ride Alone, and it's just the introduction of basically the hero of the story, and you kind of get to hear where she's coming from and what she's been up to, and you got to learn about her a little bit. People always ask anyone in the Texas music scene, what kind of music do you play? I don't really know how to answer that question. Some people think that we sound countryer than dirt. Some people think we sound like Willie and Waylon. Some people think it's Nashville pop. And it's just subjective, really. But with this record in particular, I really don't know what to tell them. I'm like, it just sounds like a movie soundtrack. Maybe a Western movie. It doesn't sound like anything. I don't know what it sounds like. I'm anxious to play it for people and hear them say like, oh, that reminded me of this, or that reminded me of this, and maybe I can get an idea. Because right now I'm like, it sounds cool, but I don't know, I don't know what to call it.
Like Tony said, I got a new project coming out soon called The Darling of the Dust. And basically what happened is I had this grand idea that me, Darby Sparkman, could write a great American novel. I can't do that. You have to be highly trained to do things like that, or born writing novels, I don't know, but it wasn't for me. So then my next idea was, I, Darby Sparkman, am gonna star in a movie. You have to have a lot of money and know a lot of people to do that. You can't just start by starring in a movie, so we had to scratch that off the table. And then I was like, okay, I, Darby Sparkman, am gonna write a soundtrack to a movie that I will one day star in that someone will make into a great American novel. And that soundtrack is called The Darling of the Dust, and this is called Ride Alone. And it's a neat little project. The record is really interesting, and not a lot of people release projects like this, so I'm really proud of it. And this is just a glimpse into the movie/novel that will catapult me into stardom. sleeps while I'm awake. And the country howls my name, but I can't go back to that sacred town where I laid your body down. There's a tall list of prairie towns that I long for when the sun goes down, but I can't go back to those hills for what I did when the moon was still. So I'll ride alone till I find my own destiny. Well, there's a sleepy town where I hide, but when the moon gets too high, they can see my face, and I don't need to be mixed in wrong company. So I'll ride alone till I find my own destiny. Thank y'all. I know that seems short and sweet, and that's because it was.
Hey y'all, I'm Jack Ingram, and this is the Texas music scene. We're excited to share John Baumann's live performance of South Texas tradition. Fitting, we caught this one here on Galveston Island at the Grand 1894 Opera House. First, we get John's insight into his song.
South Texas Tradition is a song about hunting and fishing, and it's a song that I know really resonates with a lot of people, and it's kind of a long narrative about a weekend with the boys, grilling and drinking and hunting and fishing, and it's a narrative song. It's a song where you do your best Robert Earl Keen impression, and one that's a lot of fun to play. Well, when I write my songs, I write them on acoustic guitar, so they start with just me and my guitar, and that's how they exist, and then we go into the studio and we record it with full band, and then I sort of am on this seesaw of playing them acoustic and playing them full band. It's fun to play with the full band because suddenly I feel like I'm an audience member again, and I'm getting to hear the songs the way that whoever's listening hears them. They hear the bass and the drums and the guitars and the steels and the organ, and suddenly the weight is kind of taken off of me as a solo artist and as a songwriter, and I can kind of be there and feel the song move to different places sonically, and it's a real treat to play with the band and hear the songs the way that they were done in the studio.
This is a song called the South Texas Tradition. This is a song about hunting and fishing, neither one of which I'm very good at, but I like to pretend, and songwriting is all about making stuff up. So here we go. Cut out of work early, I'm gonna catch up next week. I gotta get back to what I do best. I'm headed down 59, I am making good time. I got ice in the igloo and shells in my vest. I got a Jerry Jeff bootleg 1988. I'm gonna open a cold one when I pull through the gate. I got 44 hours, I'll sleep when I'm dead. I'll make the most of the road, shooting birds, breaking bread. Down here on a mission, South Texas Tradition. Big Bill and Tato, they come up from Carrizo after 10 days on Permian shale. Ain't seen a woman since Jackson, Odessa, but tonight all they want is an 8-point whitetail. Yeah, the night sky's brighter than a big Houston jeweler. Brisket on a smoker, mezcal in the cooler. I hop in the truck of admission. South Texas tradition. And Tom brought his fiance. She was starting to fade when she turned down that noise. I said, Tom, you know better. You better put her to bed. Man, some things are better left for the boys. No, I don't keep this gun for my self-defense. It's just a book I've been watching since the season began. I got the ammo and the camo. I got the triggers to pull. There's no better feeling than when the freezer is full. Come Monday, you know I'll be missing South Texas tradition. My wife knows me best. She just sends a text, says, see you on Sunday, my love. She knows I'll be here, drinking Mexican beer, eating bacon wrap poppers and bringing down dove. It's a long way from concrete, the traffic commute. Sometimes a man just needs something to shoot. Blow some steam, get out on the land, watch the sunrise from the deer stand, all just to regain his vision. South Texas, the South Texas tradition.
Well, it's adios, amigos, because this one's all over. A big thank you to all of you for tuning in. Our friends here on Galveston Island, over at the Grand 1894 Opera House, and all of our featured musicians for being a part of this. Now get out and support these artists by going and seeing some live music. Texas is the one place that truly celebrates the independent spirit of making music. Let's keep it that way. We'll see you next time.